All right, everyone. So here we go with our next one. We have flooded our bodies with nutrients. We have reinforced our defenses and gotten our immune system super strong. We have taken time to rest. We have been really intentional about choosing what we are going to put into our bodies and when we're going to indulge. And so this next one, we're going to talk about letting it go. Okay? So think about what you need to let go of this holiday season. There are so many commitments, there are so many opportunities. And I think sometimes we just get pulled and sucked into this trap of, I have to do everything and I have to be everything for everyone. And if not, then everything's just going to fall apart, or I'm not going to be doing a good job. And I feel like that's just not true. So one thing that does when we get just super overscheduled is that it causes stress. And stress is one of the things that we don't really think about, but it really affects our immune system, and it affects our entire body's ability to kind of cope with different things that are thrown at us. So it can actually be a huge deterrent to health. The holidays especially bring some stressful situations, but chronic stress can have some pretty scary health consequences. So what are some things that you can do this time of year to just reduce that stress level? I'm sure you're thinking like, okay, she doesn't know my family. She doesn't know these people that I'm spending time with or going to have to spend time with, or she doesn't know these gifts, all these gifts I have to buy, or just like the list goes on and on and on of things that can cause stress this time of year. But even though it seems unavoidable, there are a lot of different things that you can do to make your holidays less stressful. So one, look at your to-do list and really prioritize what is a want and what is a need. So what do you really, really need to do? Okay, probably like buying a gift for your kid. That's probably on the to-do list, but making like 27 dozen cookies for whatever, like that's probably something that you could either cross off or just do less of. Just do, 15 dozen if you don't want to do 27. So prioritize your wants versus your needs on your list. So the next one is, once something comes off of that list, it does not go back on, and you do not think about it anymore. So as soon as that comes off the list, it's no longer a part of your world, and you don't have to stress about it anymore. So the third one is to take some time to breathe. So breathing is something that we just do not probably do enough of. But one thing that helps me when I'm just like, I can't handle this day, or this time is so stressful, I use Stress Away. Stress Away is an amazing oil. I kind of like to call it a vacation in a bottle. So I'll just take it and I'll just do this, and I'll rub it on the back of my neck or on my temples, or I'll just take a drop and put it in my hands and just rub it like this, and then breathe. Just breathe in like 5 to 10 times. Nice and slow. Just get it all, get those molecules into your brain. So the awesome thing about essential oils is that as soon as they go in through your nose, they can go straight to your hypothalamus in your brain, which will affect your emotions, and you will feel that instant sense of calm. I'm already feeling less stressed out. Okay, so the next thing that you can do is do something kind for someone else. So I know a lot of times this year it feels like, oh, I'm doing all these things for other people. But I'm talking about, not just doing something for somebody so you can cross it off your list, but something just like out of the blue, like just something that's kind, just an act of kindness that somebody wasn't expecting and that maybe doesn't take a ton of time for you to do. And it's just something amazing that at least for me, when I take the focus off of myself and put it onto somebody else, then my day just doesn't look as stressful. So the fifth thing I want you to think about is choosing ahead of time how you're going to respond in those stressful situations. So, you're going to be around family, maybe some friends, maybe it's an office work party, whatever that may be. think about how you want to respond when those tense situations come up beforehand. And then your brain will have already practiced how you're going to do that. So hopefully in the situation, you'll be able to respond positively. I know one thing that helps me when I know I'm going to be in a stressful situation or a tense situation, I use Joy. I actually use this as my perfume, so I use it every day. But I'll use it more if I know it's going to be kind of could be a conflict type situation. And so what I do with Joy is I just get a drop on my finger, and then I just put a drop over my heart like that. I'll just breathe it in through the bottle. I'll maybe put some on my wrist. And so then throughout the day, I can go back and smell it and it's still there. So, and then the last thing that I want to talk about just letting it go is to just let go of all these lists and all the things that you need to do and just enjoy this season. This is an incredible season, an incredible time of year where we get to celebrate the birth of Jesus. And I just don't want to get, especially for me, I don't want to get to December 25th and think, oh, I didn't wait expectantly for him and I didn't look for him and I was too busy wrapped up in all the things I had to do this season to take time to really focus on what's important. So I would just challenge you, fill out your little sheet of what you're going to let go of and maybe how you want to have that oily intervention to help these situations not be as stressful.